on to duty after this, though.
Evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, let's go!
Yeah, I invited him already.
On YouTube? The fuck?
Nah, it take a minute for that shit to come up for some reason. Well, it's the big show.
The Catalina wine mixer.
It's the fucking Catalina wine mixer. Well, let me put live in the group. Just in case niggas want to watch.
Hey, son, leave me the fuck alone, man.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check the backer, check the backer. Look at me. Score, score.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Gordon. He'll find his man on the comeback route. Complete.
He get beat on the comeback.
17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On 4th down, Gordon. And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Darius Leonard. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game.
That play been working since Madden 16.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley.
Line up like that.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do it too, but still, like, you still got to respect that shit because you don't make no adjustment. And then they can see that shit.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Because I'll be forgetting about certain plays.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Really good.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, as some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Oh, 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Win that turnover battle going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That should automatically
and no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down.
Check 4, check top,
Field goal. We don't know no field.
They're running with Gurley. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Todd Gurley unable to get it past the line. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
They just completely ran
past the first 2 threats ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit. Well, maybe
I'm about to get that
the next time you have the ball.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Yeah, they wouldn't let that nigga go for shit.
From the gun, Gordon.
Next year they would let him go. It'd be like 25.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And Oliver, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Oh, who was that? Oh, Oliver. He took... This nigga did it for every day. I'm sick of this nigga, man. All they do is ride this motherfucker.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic
guys. First, it ain't bothering me,
but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gordon being chased out left. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a 1st down. It's 4th. On 4th down on it's Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
I was like, there, he pushed that man up 20 yards. Watch the fake.
Here's Dustin Colquitt on the punt. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sideline.
Yeah,
and this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
Exactly. I be doing the same shit. All right, Madden,
I'll
let you
online
call my
games.
plays.
I just be going hard. Like, I don't, man, fuck yeah, bum ass.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 2nd and 5. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pick up there.
Ooh, that was a hell of a throw.
That's why we got two.
Jimmer can't make that throw. Unless he's playing against me. That motherfucker is playing like... You know, I hate that nigga. He having his best friend.
Give him 18 to carry the first down.
He's still good, man.
Just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now it's Gurley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. And if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Hey, why the nigga, what's the nigga name? Field traded his draft pick away, right?
To the end zone, but knocked away.
So for some reason, they had my draft pick high.
There defensively, Justin
Man, I traded draft pick for draft pick. Like, this shit was like high, right? And they had mine low. I said by the end of the year, that shit gonna be top 5.
They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away.
I see that shit 2 years in a row for that nigga draft pick. I don't know what the fucking wrong with the computer. They used to think his team about to be like that. Oh, nah, I just wait for him to make a try. I be lurking. What you gonna do, Phil?
He'll get this down only to the 18. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run.
Ain't no motherfucking...
That appeared to be a case of...
Ain't no motherfucking map or nothing. Dang, I should have looked at the goddamn.
Oh, no, you can look at it. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
I've added just
been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the 2nd quarter now, and we do have our first point. So
that shit only works against one coverage.
Wow,
but when they do, it's funny as a motherfucker.
About time to me. The action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Then they make your running back slow up.
On 1st down.
Throw the ball and all that shit.
This is the tight end, the Joker. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Just like having a 90 speed.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Break in the house.
On 1st down, Gordon nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
That's bullshit,
Back to
man.
throw.
Stop that nigga.
Gordon. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete.
Damn.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball
Yeah,
downfield. How about this one?
I used to
Right
wear
in the
this
middle of
Carolina
the
blue.
field, right in the heart of a defense.
And they got rid of me like nothing.
To throw on third down, Gordon. And just as you called it after the earlier sack, they set up the screen.
But you got rid of that nigga.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
Trade me for something else.
Make time to a baby Ron Joe, just trading the trade.
That's what I like.
And we remind you,
That's what I'm
coming
about
up
to do.
at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The
I'm about
coach.
to have
The coach, Jonathan Coachman,
think that
standing
X
by in
factor
Orlando.
on
He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores
Nah,
from
I got
earlier
4
today.
X factors on my defense.
So
Now
we
if I
get
think about it,
slapped
I
up
got
here
Jordan
sometimes.
Lansing.
Looking to
I
throw.
got
Gordon. Open man is
I got
Westbrook,
Von Miller.
complete. And he's got the first
Oh,
down
yeah.
yardage as he brings this up to the
Smith.
47.
Unless they took
Give
Telvin
them
Smith
credit.
away.
They knew what they wanted to dial up on
I
fourth.
got
They
lit.
executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. This
I got lit
offense
too,
finding
man.
its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
This be a stat game from
56.
D-line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Mike 56, Mike.
Underneath, bro.
Back to throw. Gordon. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
Well, partner, when you ask
Yeah, they be
anyone
doing
other
that
than your
shit sometime,
QB
yeah.
to throw the ball,
Welcome
you
to
must
our
have a lot
world.
of confidence, or you think
That
you're really
motherfucker
going to
shit
fake
gay.
them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
That shit,
going
that
deep
shit
in the
gets me the worst,
playbook, and
and I
a
be
great
mad for the rest
grab
of
on
the
the
game
other
when shit
end.
stupid like that.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gordon. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
Oh,
this is
and I got
caught.
Moss.
Touchdown, Patriots. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Man, bro, yelling and shit.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all or nothing offensively in this game. Yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far is a field goal.
I ain't seen no shit.
Watch Twitch. Watch Twitch.
Another carry now for Gurley. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Todd Gurley. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
Oh, I didn't miss that play.
And the Panthers are going to jump back in front.
The Gurley, man.
They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive. What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch.
Wildcat.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
I ain't never seen it work on this match.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I think I was going into the Rob one game. Well, that makes sense, though.
Here's 2nd and 8. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Hey, exit. 56 to Mike.
On 3rd down, Gordon. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
You're going for it on your own 20.
So
then the nigga clearly was
down,
playing it out,
do they
and he
not
throw
get
it
it?
in.
It turns into 6 points the other way, disastrous.
But I thought
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation, turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. You still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
A deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Looking long for Westbrook. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again. They'll try and throw for it here. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. They'll get this one to Galladay. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
You took that the other way.
2nd and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6.
You're not ready. On the ball.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
A heavy dose of DD.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. Now this offense is staying put. They're just 1 for 4 in these situations so far, but they're going again on 4th down. Looking to throw. Gordon throwing middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. 2 1st downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Bravo! Switch it, come on, switch it.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
That looked real though, because he dropped it and put his hands open like, oh shit, I gotta put that coming out the
right near the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
This nigga hype too. Derwin James, man.
To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Desmond Trufant. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Though, y'all just watched the instant replay.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That's that same bullshit they used to be. This nigga was clearly fuck out of bounds.
It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long.
Ding, ding, lost 20 yards and shit.
2nd and 14. He completes it to Jones.
Julio is lightning.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 2 yards and able to get the 1st down in the process.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. On play action, they'll throw. Complete to Jones. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a 1st down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
This quarterback now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Safety, dog. I can stand them, man.
The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Derwin James with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
I need that game because I could potentially take motherfucking 4 L's in the first fucking half of the goddamn season.
True. Yeah.
The Pats at the line ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers
together. Then we ain't got to worry about out of conference teams beating some of y'all.
He goes down.
We got the NFC East.
Ed Oliver able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Second and long.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game.
And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
Don't throw that.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
What is he doing, man? You see this
The
over there blinking?
interception woes have just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a
I'm watching the whole time. Like, don't throw
occur
that.
once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe somebody tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
From the 24, they'll go again on
I don't know, I was
second and
playing
10.
semi. I threw with the rugs on a deep route. That nigga, Steve was like 85, caught up to that motherfucker before rugs here.
They'll look
Get the
to
fuck
throw.
out of here, dog.
It's complete to Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
I gotta learn that shit too.
They'll look to
Every time they
throw.
throw,
And that one's complete to Gurley. Given 7 on the play, and it's a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play.
I
Second
think
and
I got
3.
like a nigga got a hit stick
Going
low
deep
or
for
you jumping or
Hopkins.
something.
And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it,
Oh,
though.
nigga feel
Who's
my
happy
team.
about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah, really is
The
that.
analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. That's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball
I made a
game
mistake.
is
I
over.
remember that shit.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's the root.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
After halftime, niggas must test their ass out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon.
They scored 30 points in the
Oh,
second
they
half.
almost had another one.
And
They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Because he keep doing shit like that.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Well, pass there, complete to Westbrook. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
She don't like to run the ball too much. She try to not throw.
Throwing on 1st down, Gordon. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a desperation throw deep, and now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, go on, wow.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Check 60, orange. Check safety, check safety. Check 80 weapon, 80 weapon. C6, go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw here. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards and a Panther first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
You're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers.
So you got one more.
They continue to give you speed,
Now he fucked Cam Akers up, but he fucked each one with the script.
which
The
make them
easiest
excellent
fucking
targets
hit
for
script. Oh,
quarterbacks.
come on, man.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, I say, well, I was about to trade each one. It's a lot of niggas that want.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
I can play this nigga in a couple more weeks. We can see what's up.
2nd and 5.
Just know each one is going to get at least 10 touches a day.
Shakes off the
or whenever
side.
we play. Cam Akers,
Trying to
he might
improvise.
get 7. I'm going to try to leave.
He finds Taylor, complete.
Pass
And he's
or
on
run the ball.
bounds, almost gets to the 10.
God
Gain
damn.
of
Oh, yeah, I was
28
pissed.
yards there and give him the first down.
Oh my God, I would have been pissed.
They'll
I need to
run
learn
on
that
first
playmaker
down.
shit. I used to do it
It's
on the old
Taylor.
one, but this one, I don't even know what button to press.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a
If you
2nd
press it
and
down or
9.
something. I like the old way.
Yeah, it's like the old.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a
Only
big
got 10
second half that
pressure,
put
man.
this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things
Oh
you
my
practiced
God, he
all
could
week
have deep
without
ball
major
Leonard Fournette
adjustments, just
against
doing them
James.
better.
Fuck out of here, man. He want to throw the motherfucker.
So for the Panthers, it's an
Coleman
ideal
got
start
burnt
as they
up
move to
off.
3-0 now
That's
on the young season. And they will hit the road
Fuck,
next
that ready.
week.
He was in my
Meanwhile, for the
nightmares.
Patriots,
They traded me to
they
the
suffered
AFC.
defeat for the first
Never thought
time
I'd
as
play
they
this
dropped
shit.